Hey Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for being here. Let us take a look at the important messages the cards want to reveal for you at this time. Please keep in mind this reading is general. It is not going to resonate for all, but hopefully there is something here that you can take away from this reading. Thank you all for your support, and if you would also like to check my friend's channel, the link is down below. So without further ado, let's begin. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What do they need to know and need to be aware of at this time, please? Alright, so starting this reading with the Three of Swords energy, followed by the Fool card. The Chariot, you may be dealing with a Cancer. The King of Wands energy. Knight of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. The Six of Cups energy. The Ten of Cups. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant. Alright, so what I'm seeing here for you, Sagittarius, you are ready to expand and grow. You are leaving something behind, and with the Fool card, you're stepping into a new path, a new journey, a new life. The Hierophant is a catalyst for change. It also speaks about higher learning, acquiring new knowledge and insight. The Hierophant also speaks about you perhaps spiritually rebelling here. There might be things that you're also questioning about your beliefs, your philosophies, or people around you. It is all about believing in yourself, in your own beliefs, about your life, about your purpose here. Because the Hierophant can stand for organized institution, religion. It is also the system, right? Whatever this is for you, Sagittarius, I feel like there's going to be a liberation that will come from actually knowing yourself again and going on a soul-searching journey. In the recent past with the Three of Swords, this can indicate a heartbreaking situation, but it also awakened you. Now, for some of you, this may also speak about your responsibilities, the things that you need to accomplish, the things that you need to take care of. As part of being a community or part of being a group, this may also speak about family or relationship duties. But I'm seeing that you may need to take some time off. You know, on another note, this may be saying be mindful of taking so much load. Because you see with the Fool card, it's only carrying what it needs. There's some type of burden that you need to release, whether this is mental burden, emotional burden, or physical clutter as well. And once you do take care of this, take the time to process and release, you'll suddenly find yourself having a lot more energy with the Chariot and the King of Wands. Having a lot more energy to focus on the things that you really want to focus on. You know, you also feel like you have energy at your disposal. So with the Three of Swords, remember that sometimes if we're not able to let go of recent events and past situations, this can accumulate unnecessary burden or baggage. And the Fool card is saying to have a clean slate, you know, start again. There's a sense of liberation. And you also get to really enjoy life in the present moment, being happy moment to moment. Another message of this card, Sagittarius, you may find yourself constantly at a full speed in life. You know, you may find yourself a little bit scattered or being pulled in so many different directions. So life is meant for play as well as work, laughter and celebration. The Six of Cups is saying be gentle with yourself, be kind with yourself. Nine of Pentacles is also saying treat yourself if you can. You most definitely deserve it, especially after feeling very exhausted or drained in the recent past. There's a lot of fast-moving energy here, Chariot and the Knight of Swords. So don't let life, people, or your ego keep you going at full speed a lot of times. Okay? Now, another message that I'm seeing here is for you to be very mindful of those people that may be obliging you or misguiding you to take tasks that don't belong to you, that belongs to them, if that makes sense. They're unfinished business here. The cards also warn you of taking all the load. You know, you could be the type of person that constantly says, oh, let me do that for you. You're a kind and gentle soul here, Sagittarius. And that's something that you need to be proud of. But remember, the Chariot is an energy that cannot really last for too long. You can feel exhausted too if you're constantly on the go. So a part of you may say, oh, let me do that for you. But for some of you, a part of you may also wish it will be better all around if they did it for themselves too. So you can have time for yourself here. Because the thing is, this will set up some type of inner conflict as well with the Three of Swords in you, and it will use up a lot of your energy, leaving you possibly feeling drained with the Three of Swords. And the inner child really wants to come out and play. Six of Cups and the Fool card. And I feel like this is a very serious message of really watching and catching yourself if you are experiencing drain, unable to live your own life. You know, there could be things that are requiring your attention, demanding things from you. Yes, this may be responsibilities, but at the same time, don't be imprisoned by this, because it may even cause you serious feelings of depression or sadness. You know, I see that with the Three of Swords. On another message, be mindful as well of the things that you tell yourself here, the oughts and the shoulds, because I see the Knight of Swords sometimes as imposing a sense of too much aggression. You know, I need to do this, I should do this. And it may entangle you with a sense of guilty feeling afterwards with Three of Swords if you're not able to accomplish it the way that you do. So there could be some type of perfectionist energy here for some of you. Or this may also simply the result of demands from other people. There might be something unrealistic here. People expect you to always be there, you know, and this may start to become a little bit unfair or imbalance. Okay, so it's time to really decide how many of these oughts and shoulds are really your duty or simply the result of other people's needs and expectation. All right. Now, for some of you, this may also speak about some type of unfinished business with someone that may be still dragging you around. And this can be very, very exhausting, Sagittarius. It will definitely use up a lot of your energy for other equally important things going on in your present life. Time has come to take care of this unfinished business that could still be using so much of your mental and emotional energy. And like I said, once you do, you feel like you suddenly have a lot of energy for other people and other things, okay? For some of you, this may also be something about the mundane. Simple things like opening up your mail, paying your bills, sorting out your timetable, making lists, you know, or getting something very organized. The Hierophant speaks about organization, structure. This is what this symbol means as well when it comes to your work. Some of you may actually need to make time for yourself too. So overall, I see that it may be a feeling of being overburdened or overwhelmed, and sometimes it's okay to say no. You'll prosper here even more if you do, Sagittarius. Okay, now let me pull some more cards. The King of Wands is saying that is it possible for you here to take only what belongs to you and only help others if they truly need, you know? We have the Five of Pentacles energy. The Three of Pentacles. All right, so it's very clear here, Sagittarius. Some of you, this is saying that you're really getting to a point where you're realizing, why am I only getting the short end of the stick? Why am I receiving crumbs here with Three of Pentacles? I'm putting my all in the situation. Perhaps it's time to focus on my own needs too. So don't be so sacrificial to the point where you're also neglecting your own needs here with Five of Pentacles, or giving so much of your resources to the point that you're suffering the consequences here too. These are very specific messages, so I don't know to whoever this will resonate. Okay. Is it possible that you may also be focusing too much on the needs of other people right now, trying too hard to be helpful? Let's see. Let's add more cards out here. We have the Page of Wands. You may be dealing with somebody younger. So you are coming across as King of Wands and you may be dealing with somebody younger here. If that's not the case, this card is saying to be your inner child too. Sometimes when taking care of others, relieving people of their burdens, it costs something in you too. And it may also be a situation where you're not helping somebody by freeing them of their responsibility. Okay? Remember that, Sagittarius, you are loved as you are. You don't need to be needed in order to feel loved. Sometimes a lot of you feel like if I don't give anything here, somebody is going to leave me out in the cold. So that is also not a good sign, okay? It could be time to address the situation if this is resonating for you. We have the King of Pentacles. Some of you are dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, who you feel like is withholding or just not in the same speed as you. This may also be somebody that's lacking in effort right now, Sagittarius. Let's see. They're moving quite in a very slow pace. Some of you, this is also the message for you to slow things down in your life. Yes, we have the Six of Wands. So, Sagittarius, it may be hard, but the only solution here when it comes to feeling overworked, overburdened, is perhaps to hand people back their responsibilities. You can support and you can guide them, but only if it's mutual, if that makes sense. You may need to address this or give notice to that person or not make promises in the future, because it may also cost you what you've worked hard for. Remember that you need to also enjoy the things that you've worked hard for. And in the future, this will lead to a more sense of peace and freedom and balance. Okay? And even you are going to have more time for things that you're passionate of as well. The Page of Wands is all about adventure. It's also about giving yourself some time to explore your passion. There's also a tendency for perfectionism here. So how can you release some of that pressure on your shoulder and be more yourself, you know? Again, I feel like the overall theme of this reading is not to put others first too much to your own detriment. You need to articulate yourself here in a way that they can understand that you also have your own needs too. We have the Seven of Pentacles and the Magician. So something wonderful is about to come towards you here, Sagittarius. For some of you, it's unexpected grace or blessing coming in, a gift from Spirit. So even though you're experiencing this drain and pressure, there are blessings coming in your life. This might be divine's gift for you or intervention. There will be a sense of success. Okay? And I feel like you're going to prosper more if you also learn to say no to some of the things that are causing you drain in your life. So let me pull an advice card. This is the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. What is your final advice for Sagittarius at this time, please, Spirit? For some of you, this is also moving forward from some type of unfinished business, okay? Things that are undone or promises unkept, duties that are unfulfilled that may be affecting your progress for moving forward. So know that you have the power, the energy to accomplish all of that and more. Things needed to be taken care of by now, okay? Let's see what is Spirit's advice for you at this time. So we have to be fair. This is the number 38 in the deck. Let me read to you what this card is saying as advice, okay? To be fair, balance, justice, and need to consider options, mutual benefit. Life offers experiences that are challenging and experiences that are nourishing, yet over time, they strike a balance. You move on from being, from status, to doing, from discovering, to loving, to letting go, to being again. Life is a pendulum swinging between all of these states. You will always oscillate back and forth between doing and being. If you are not content with where you are at this moment, remember that all experiences have their place. Accept them without judgment, and you will see how the universe adjusts in perfect balance. You reap what you sow. For every cause there is an effect. Wondrous things will be revealed now. Now's the time for even exchanges. Justice will prevail, and if you have treated people rightly, you will be treated accordingly. In all your affairs, you will be able to negotiate fair settlements. Mutual gain is the gift to you and your partners and colleagues. This is also a good time to square your finances and take stock of how you're compensated for your work. This card signifies balance, justice, and negotiation. So remember that all things must be fairly recompensed. Keep this as your truth, and so it will be. So that's what I'm seeing for your reading, Sagittarius. I hope that this gave you some insight and guidance into your current situation. Definitely balance is called for at this time, okay? Thank you all for watching till the end. I'm sending love and light, and namaste.